Hi, so today's lesson we're going to talk about color sensors. And we're going to do one of the easiest things to do with color sensors, which is to detect a color. But everything in robotics has to be sort of turned into a number before it makes sense to the computer that's inside the robot. So we're going to explore that a little bit. But the first thing that we need to do is actually add a color sensor to this robot because it doesn't come with one just as it is right now. So I'm going to show you how to edit the robot. So I'm just going to click on the top screen and come to the hidden menu, and then I'm going to click on the gears here. That allows me to add and subtract different attachments to the robot. I'm going to come down to color sensor 1, click once, click on left, click add, and then click OK. Now I have a robot that has the color sensor where I want it. All right, now I'm going to drive the robot around a little bit so that we can take a look at this. You do this by coming up to the hidden menu, hitting the play button. That turns on the simulator and lets it know that you're ready to start actively simulating something. And I'm going to drive the robot around over to, let's say, about here, so that I know that it's still on the white area. All right, now we're going to go into port view. To do that, you go over to the virtual brick, move over 2 clicks to the right. You'll see port view there. Click the center button. Now this sensor is put onto port 3. This is port 1, 2, 3, 4. Those match the ports that there are on the robot. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go over to the third port, which is where our color sensor is. Now, instead of color reflect, which is the mode that it's in by default, I'm going to hit the center button and I'm going to go down twice to get color mode. So when we're in color mode here, we can see that we're on a white section and we're seeing the number 6. 6 is the color. So if we drive the robot forward a touch, you'll see that the number has changed. It turns into 5, which is sort of the color code for the color red with the EV3. I'm going to drive forward over here back to the white. It turns back into 6. Black gives us a result of 1. We'll take a look over here in the green section and get 3. Back to 6 as we're in the white section, and then color 2 for the blue. So each color has a different number that's associated with it. And if you want to explore what all those colors are, you can do so by clicking in the yellow sensor section, grabbing the color sensor, which is this one. It comes by default in measure color mode, so we're going to compare color. And that's going to give us access to the numbers so that you can see what they are. I'm going to click here. So black is 1, blue is 2, green is 3, yellow is 4. You might have seen yellow flicker when I was over in this green section. It's just because those two colors are close, and this is a particularly kind of brightish green. Red is 5, white is 6, black is 7. By default, when you're messing with this sensor, it is going to try to see the color red. And I'll see you next week. Until then, have fun and happy coding.